Barbara, I would definitely appreciate more information about you as such. Your hobbies, favourite bands, movies, food and drinks, makeup, fashion items. Whew, that's quite a lot of things, so maybe they will make some good video topics in general. But in terms of hobbies, I love to draw. I don't do it enough, so I'm a bit rusty, but I find that really relaxing. Watching movies probably is the top thing. I'm obsessed with dogs, never had a dog, but I've been using this website called borrowmydoggy.com, so I have a few dogs in my life now, which I love dearly. And eating, I like to snack a lot. And then occasionally I do the odd random extreme thing, so I've done a couple of bungee jumps and a skydive. I'm trying to look for something else I can do because I haven't done anything extreme in a while and I'm feeling a bit restless. Food and drinks. Love McDonald's strawberry milkshake. Love Coke. I don't drink alcohol, so can't really give you any of my favourite current drinks on that score. Food, I love anything spicy. I love spicy food, so I love Indian, I love Thai, I love Indonesian, but then who doesn't love pizza? Oh, and mashed potato. Obsessed with mashed potato, and massive chocolate fan. God, I'm getting excited talking about food, you can tell, but I think I'll do a post about food actually. Makeup and fashion, Barbara, I'll do another video for you about that soon. Let me know if there's any particular things you'd like to know on that score. Jack Graham, hello, we've messaged a bit to and fro, so hi to you, thank you for your interaction. Can you give some tips, advice on networking within the industry you work? I assume you have to network to find good interviews or whatever. Networking. This is something that I could do a lot better at. You're right, networking is so important in this industry, and you do find people that, you know, go to a lot of the music social events, that stay and chat to industry people at, you know, after parties and various events, do get a lot of opportunities because of that. Because I've got chronic fatigue syndrome, I am the girl that generally does what she has to do and then leaves to go home to bed, so I often miss out on the networking opportunities, and I really do think that has a large thing to do with the fact that my progress has been quite slow and I'm not where I should be considering how many years I've been working. Also the fact that I'm shy, like, it's a really great idea to follow up meeting PRs and managers and stuff and say, do you want to go for lunch, or do you want to go for a drink, or let's meet up and chat about things. And because I'm shy, I don't do that, and I should do that a lot more often, and I think that really helps. But I think the key to getting interviews is if you get the chance to do one, maybe with one of the PR company or management companies, smaller bands, and you do a good job, you get it up quickly, you PR it well, put it out on social media, and you know, you're nice and professional, then they're more likely to give you future opportunities with bigger bands. So just doing a good job, I think, is just as important as networking. But like I said, if you think you can do well at the networking, get stuck in. You know, if there's an event you can go to where there's lots of music industry people at, do that, and you know, mingle, chat, let people know what you're about and what you're looking to do, and email people. I don't mean hassle them, but you know, keep them updated on your progress and your interest, and don't be put off if you don't get a reply or you get a negative response. You've just got to persevere and keep going, but just get the right balance. Don't, you know, hassle them because they get so many emails a day, but you know, make them aware that you're plugging away and you're still interested in pursuing it, because that will show, you know, that you've got a passion for it, which is really important. You also asked, Jack, have you ever been out with or met any cool celebrities? I don't know what you mean by have you been out with, whether you mean dated or whether you mean you go out with. And I guess I go out regularly with people that some people would deem as famous, but you know, when they're your mates, you don't see them as famous people, they're just your mates. So I don't really think about it like that. But yeah, I'm I guess I've got quite a few. And I have dated some, and this is something I've wanted to say for a while. I see a lot of people tweet things saying that they really want to go out with someone that's famous or in a band, and I'm not saying you shouldn't go out with people in bands, but it's definitely not something you should seek out. I'd say there's far more negative points to dating someone in the public eye than positives. They travel a lot, so you don't get to see them. You have to worry about the extra pressure of, juggling your schedules. If you're a shy person or insecure person, you've got to deal with people saying, oh, she's not as attractive as his ex-girlfriend, or he could do better than that, or what's he doing with her? Things like that, which can be brutal. You can't go out with someone saying, can I have a picture, or feeling them staring, so that's another thing. And also, they've got temptation being thrown at them all the time. So if you're someone that's not secure, you've got to deal with the fact that that the guy or girl has got many opportunities to stray if they're that sort of person. So I'm not saying everyone's the same, because everyone's different. Like, you'll find one musician who is a completely committed, monogamous, lovely person, then you'll get another guy that, takes advantage of his position and wants to have a lot of fun. Met any cool celebrities? Yeah, I guess a few. Like I said, Dave Grohl's pretty high up there. God, the mind goes blank. Depends what you think is cool, I guess, isn't it? Ian McKellen, to me that's pretty cool. It might not be cool to you. Yeah, sorry, blank Jack. I'll give that some thought. Dan Zeshan, sorry again, I probably said that wrong as well. Have you had any spiritually enlightening experiences? That's a tough one. I think I saw a ghost once. I don't know if that's what you're looking for, but when I was staying at my friend's house in Portsmouth and I was sleeping in her lounge, I definitely saw a ghost. A lot of people go, were you drunk or were you dreaming? Who knows? In my mind, it definitely was, but I guess everyone has different views on that sort of thing. I don't know if I've got anything to really answer with this question, but I do have a lot of those instances where, where you think about someone that you've not thought about in so many years, and then the next day they're in the paper, or the next day they ring you, or you bump into them and you think, that's really strange. And my mum and I have that a lot, so I don't know if we've got slight psychic tendencies, or whether that's just one of the weird life phenomenons. Who knows? But I wouldn't say I've had any notable spiritually enlightening experiences yet. There was a question that I really wanted to answer, but it wasn't, I can't find it today. Maybe it's on my Google Plus rather than my comments on YouTube. But someone asked me what kind of my end goal was in terms of my career, like what I wanted to happen, and I nearly got there last year. I created a pilot for a rock show for a proper TV channel, and the commissioners liked it. I got to the stage where I was writing the schedule for the whole series, who would feature in the episodes, and doing all the plans and stuff like that. It was getting all good positive feedback. I had a co-presenter, had the location sorted, and like I said, the pilot was done. So I was feeling like, ooh, this is finally happening. And then money ran out at the channel. The guy that was the commissioner that I'd been dealing with for those few months left his job, so then back to square one. And I'm afraid all my hard work and money that I put into that was wasted. So that was a pretty devastating blow. And I was disappointed for, our industry and, music lovers in general, because I thought finally there's going to be like something to cater to our taste. There was going to be a rock show that dealt with rock and alternative culture, and I was really excited about it. I'd really love it to happen someday, but I'm sure by the time that happens, there'd be a younger, cooler, hotter presenter that they'll choose over me, but just wanted to let you know I did try and do it for you guys, but you know, it's not up to me. Destroyer B asked, I also love the interview you did with 21 Pilots. What were they like? Well, this was one of these interviews that was sprung upon me. I didn't have time to prepare, wasn't expecting it, so it was very much off the cuff. That's what happens at festivals. Sometimes you're in the press room and management or PR come in and say, have you got 5 minutes to chat to my artist? And you generally feel like you have to say yes, so you just go for it and just hope for the best. I didn't actually know that much about these guys. I just heard a few bits here and there, but they were so like young and fun, silly in that good way, that the interview was really easy. Well, they made it easy. They didn't take themselves too seriously. They took the mick out of me. It was just really fun. They seem really nice lads, and you always feel pleased when people are doing well, when you know that they're good people, so that's nice. Jane Halloran, hello. You left a message today saying, what's your view on living life to the fullest? It seems an obvious answer to say, well, obviously, yeah, live life to the fullest, but life's not that easy. Things get in the way of you doing everything you want to do in life. I'd say for me, rather than live life to the fullest, it's try and live life kindly. Always, you know, think about other people with the things you do, with your actions. I've got serious brain fog today. Brain frog, see what I mean? Brain fog. I think for me is I obviously want to do as much as I can, you know, fulfill as much as I can in terms of life goals, but at the same time don't let it get in the way of, you know, other people having a nice life. So don't be so selfish, you know, that it interrupts other people's lives to a overwhelming extent. And also I don't like to put too much pressure on myself to, you know, do everything and do it now and do it perfectly. I guess maybe make some goals for your year ahead, things that you want to do, things that you want to achieve, and try and tick them off. And I think that makes you happy if you feel, you know, you've done some of the things you want to do. Tell me what you mean exactly about living life to the fullest, and I'll be able to answer it a bit better. I feel like that's a really rubbish answer. But yeah, we get one life. We can get caught up in, you know, anxiety about things, depression, worries, and just general negativity. But then you'll see something like Comic Relief this week, for instance, or a documentary, or you'll see something in the news and then you realise, actually, my position, it's pretty good relatively, and I'm going to try and work through all the difficulties I have in my life and try and seek out the best things that life has to offer, whether it's seeing the world, just having lovely time with my friends, or achieving career goals, or just simply living a happy life day to day, one day at a time. Yeah, I hope that kind of answers it, Jane. Sorry.